Hi everybody, it's Stephen and Michael for Chapter 11 of Tales from the Crypt. It's Saturday night here in Delaware. We've just finished watching the Whitney Houston funeral, which we didn't watch. I didn't have lunch with her. I felt like I was invading. Any thoughts on Whitney?
I was a little broken up.
You're... yeah. Anyways,
Well, I'm not big. She did it.
Well, I know, but so many people have different opinions about what happened. However, you know...
I know, I don't think that people should really soak in the tub after taking a Xanax and having a little bubbly.
Well, she took a nap. Anywho, God bless Whitney, and prayers to the family, Bobby Brown, all the kids and everything, absolutely. Let's talk...
You know, Bobby Brown wasn't very nice. You know, they had reported he went to the service and he was one of the first people there, and because he couldn't sit where he wanted to sit, he left.
Well, apparently what I've heard is that they moved him 3 times. Him and Bobby Christina and God forbid, I forget the other child's name, but they moved him 3 times, and then he just basically removed himself from the situation because he didn't want to go ahead and make a scene. That's the news on the AP Wire. So I don't know if it's true, and he should have been there. However,
it happened.
God bless you, Whitney. As for us, an MS week was relatively painless.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, I had a little issues because I ate more this week than I usually do because I don't eat much. You know that fact. Over where I grew up, a friend of mine, Sue, she had gotten me this Italian submarine sandwich.
Thank you, Susie Jennings.
It was the most wonderful thing in the world. My digestive system obviously is not used to that, so, you know, I have to stagger that stuff out, but it was delicious.
Someone got muddy. And Bethany Kendrick would love that, actually. Muddy. Remember Muddy? Anywho, we have some questions here. For those who don't know, I'm leaving town for a few days. I'm going to go ahead and cover the Indie Soap Awards. I'm very excited. 3rd annual. Damon Jacobs and Roger Newcomb have formulated this We Love Soaps, and they're doing the Indie Soap Awards, which is all the Independent Soap Awards for the web series. So I'm very excited to go up. But we have from Candy Knox, when I'm out of town, who do I trust to care for Stephen the way I do? Any?
I know that they're usually convicts. And like, you know, when you go ahead and you lock me in the basement, you give me a small cat bowl full of hard cat food, and then you lock me down there and hope for the best.
You just put it anywhere. He finds it, really. I mean, if he's hungry enough, he'll find it.
I just scratch.
Anyways, we have Griswold come in. Griswold's a great organization here in the Delaware region, and Jeffrey is our live-in.
They are great.
RN, fantastic, and really, truly, which leads me to my second question. Bethany Kendrick from South Carolina, Whittier, actually. How often do I call and check in? I call in the morning and then in the evening, and then if something really interesting is happening, then I'll call him again. I don't know, 3 or 4 times a day. I am a bit neurotic, but I just want to make sure everything's fine. But Steve has my cell, although he can't dial now, which is really a lifesaver sometimes. But
wow.
Nancy Toomis wants to ask, what is the oddest thing you guys ever did together? Oh, Nancy, the children are still awake at this point, and I don't think it's even fair to
We have lived well.
And had a lot of fun.
And listen, now, people, I realize that that I have to be in this bed long, but I was so hot. You know, I can't imagine, I must look like I'm 2 feet tall, but I'm actually 6'1". And hot.
When Steve was skinny and in his workout phase, people compared him to Michael Douglas, and then when he was fat, people compared him to Robin Williams.
Well, I wasn't ever fat, but when I was
fat.
I was 4.5% body fat when I was in my,
No, you were. I give you that.
I had
You
big
were-
arms and
Yeah,
all.
you were all fancy that way.
Yeah, I used to think twice about me when I look in the mirror. I'd say, "Good for you, baby."
He
You're
was a
looking
whore.
up.
He was an absolute whore. However, really excited to go ahead and just to reiterate, covering the Indie Civil Wars on the red carpet. Hopefully, I get a better spot than number 5 this year. I don't know, Damon and Roger, but anywho, looking very forward to Pretty, our favorite
Listen,
series.
how many nominations do they have?
Pretty has 13.
Now is
There's Steve Silverman going.
Stacy nominated?
Stacy's nominated. You know what? I'm not even.
You
gonna
know
do
what?
this.
She's right up there with that Mo Gaffney.
Yeah, Stacy. Hi. Say hi to Mo Gaffney from Steve. Anywho, yeah. So Pretty's up for 13.
That's
so
exciting.
I'm really excited, and congratulations to Steve Silverman. The
Well, he's
entire
got his
cast.
head on straight. He knows what he's doing.
He does, and we're going to see Dee Freeman, Michael Taylor Gray, Stacey
Love
McQueen.
her.
Oh,
Dee Freeman. I
Dee
love her
Freeman.
like a Caucasian. I do. Love her.
Oh Lord. Anyways, looking very forward to going ahead and catching up. We're gonna do a little cocktail party on Monday, and then we have
That'll be
the
fun.
actual Indie Civil Awards on Tuesday. And I've actually bought the tickets this time, so I get to stay and not be like Aaron Brown and just hijack the awards to sit
And
in the back
listen,
of
at
the
the
crowd.
cocktail party, don't be putting your skirt over your head. You know you get
Well,
when you're excited.
Well, there's no promises really, but yeah, it'll be a very exciting time. We'll have pictures up on Facebook and on YouTube, and Kobe Cole, a good friend of mine, the Chanteuse, Jew singer that I love so much, will actually be going ahead and being my camera guy, and then we'll catch up with Liz Gibbs the night at the cocktail party. So
Well, he is such an awesome singer.
I
I
know.
love listening to his music. He's awesome.
Kobe's a good guy,
He is.
absolutely. So can't wait. Anyways, stay tuned. There'll be lots of footage up. Anyways.
It'll be fun.
Absolutely. Any last words of wisdom to the crowds? I want to say thanks to Julie Webb and to Sally Bale and to Mick, who pray and send you Reiki every day,
Yeah.
and to all the field of Reiki that's being sent. So I really appreciate that.
Oh, I could use a good raking over.
Yeah, I'm going to buy a rake and just beat him with it. So, anyways, any words of wisdom for the week?
You know what? Hold your breath. Don't think about it. And keep running. It's
And
not
jump.
going to worry.
Absolutely. Feel free again to go ahead and post all of your questions on Facebook or Twitter and YouTube as well. This is Chapter 11 of Tales from the CRIP. From Steve and I, we want to wish you a very happy Saturday night, and much love to Whitney.
Oh, bless her heart.
Bless her heart, absolutely. Hugs, everyone. Take care.
Have a good week.
Be good.